Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. This is the presentation of Group 3. For today's video I'm going to share knowledge to you about one of the most iconic game in the Philippines, which is named Patintero. To begin, I will discuss to you first the history of it for you all to understand the beginning, followed by its culture, which is important for us to know, and how does this game be played. Let's jump now to the video. History. Patintero, also known as Harangan Toga or Tubigan, is a traditional Filipino children's game. Furthermore, it is derived from Spanish word tinte, which means tint or ink in reference to the drawn lines. Another name for it is Tubigan, or tubig water game, because the grid lines are also commonly drawn by wetting the ground with water. It is also known as Harangan Toga or Harang Toga, which means block and catch, referring to the game mechanics. It is also the most widely played native game in the Philippines, because the game doesn't need any equipment to play it, but for an official game, prepare chalk to mark lines on the ground, and perhaps a whistle and a stopwatch to set a time limit. A moonlit night and Patintero always go together, whether on city streets or out in the countryside. A bright night calls children out of their homes, eager to play tag. Among children of big towns and little barrios, among children of the past and of the present, Patintero is well loved. Games with rules like Patintero are also played in Pakistan, Ceylon, India and China. They are known by names such as Kabaddi, Gududu, Wandikoli, Bodibodi and Sabah Gagana. Culture of Patintero, also known as Harangan Toga or Tubigan, translate escape from the hell or block the runner, is a traditional Filipino children's game. This is important because it develops the player's gross motor skills, hand-eye coordination, and strategic thinking. The game also promotes team building. Jaywalking is derisively referred to as playing Patintero with cars in the Philippines. Now that we learned the history and culture of Patintero, we are now diving in on effects in modern-day technology and how it is adapted in educational. Effects of modern technology. It is nice to know that, amidst the modern age of technology, children and adults are still play the traditional Filipino street games, like Luksong Tinik, Patintero, Tumbang Presoth, Sipa, Holan, Pico. With the popularity of the online games, Xbox, PSP, iPad, cell phone games, and other high gadgets, there are still children playing the games of our heritage. There are children who live in high fenced houses, and they haven't even heard of these games at all. It is sad because most of their parents have enjoyed these games when they were young. Larong Pinoy is alive in our society. The traditional Filipino games are very much alive in the Philippines. It is not true that the Filipino street games are no longer played. In many urban and rural areas, a great majority of Filipino children still play outdoor street games, as most of them are still unable to own expensive, high-tech gadgets. Educational. In playing the game of Patintero, we can get the values of being on time or punctual, having cooperation, and making decisions quickly and effectively. On time punctual. Whenever we play Patintero, we learn to be on time or being punctual. Do that the opponent is watching our move. The player like you must be on time to be able to move to the next stage or level of the game. Cooperation. We learn to value of cooperating with our teammates in order to surpass the opponents. A group or team needs to cooperate so that one or two will be able to finish the game. A single player winning or losing, that affects all the members. to be determined to move to each levels that the opponents are guarding. While the opponent is blocking you, you try hard to be able to move to the other side. In that way, you learn to be determined and not to give up. Decisiveness. We learn the value of being decisiveness. Decisiveness means making quick decisions, but effectively. In order to move to the next level, we make decisions whether we cross the other side. We also plan to tell our teammate to guard the other side so that at least one of you can cross the line. Now we learn everything about Patintero. It is time now to teach you how to play this game and how to win. How to play Patintero. The teams are needed, each with around 2 to 6 players. One team acts as the taggers, the other acts as the runners. This is usually decided by a game of rock, paper, scissors, yip, end poi, a coin toss, or different bets game neighbor time. The objective of the game is to cross the rectangle back and forth without getting tagged. How to win. In order to win the game, just like the basic rules in Patintero or to begin, you basically need to move your character to the other side of the board and come back safely to earn scores. However, be reminded that you have to avoid to get touched by your opponent for you to not get defeated. Great strategy and cooperation as a team will lead your team to victory. It is fun and exercising how this game works, and now I will showing to you our video we made by playing for you all to be able to witness how this game works in real life. That's all for today everyone. I hope you gain more knowledge about this game, and I hope this will still be remembered and alive, because as our modern era comes, a new set of games have been born. This will be iconic and legend to all children who played this, and how they meet new friends and created wonderful memories. Thank you all for watching. Bye.